of the beast. When you come up with an excuse that you're going to have to give before the judgment seat and say, I had to take it to live, when you look at the old man in the Apocrypha that would not eat any pork. He'd rather die. He said, what are the young people going to think of me if I, when all this time, living a righteous life, and in the end I give it up to sin just to save my own life? And they tortured him. Who did it? The Edomites. Antiochus Epiphanes and this wicked butt. Then it goes into the woman who had 7 sons. And each one of them went to the torment of death rather than eat any abomination to save their life.
Horrible death too.
Yeah, horrible, torture.
Okay.
You know. And they say there's no payback for all the things that we have went through and we can read about and we know about.
Forget about it.
Yeah, get over.
Get over, yeah. That's
Get over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's right here for us to read. Say, what would a man give for his soul? And that's what they're going to offer you. And whether it's monetary or materials, you know, what would a man give for his soul just to save his life? You know, men have said certain things. They say, oh no, I can't do this because of what I said. That's more than whenever you really don't have any money. They change it and they say, well, we're going to give you this. But you know you're selling your soul. And you're going to do it. And then you're going to stand before Mashiach Yahushua and say, but I had to, this, that, and the third, and he told you, depend on me.
Okay.
I'm going to the Most High on your behalf. He's that mediator between us and the Most High. We doing it now. Just think about it. We doing all this now, and then when it comes to the end, you're gonna just give it up by. God, look at that, man. I mean, that's something to behold. All this time you've been doing the right thing.
That's what it says. You endure to the end.
Cold-blooded, that's right. Look at Matthew 24 and 12.
Matthew. Chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
See? Because wickedness, filthy, dirty acts that are against the Most High's rules and regulations shall abound. The love of many shall wax cold. Shall wax cold. People gonna be cold-blooded. Can't you feel it? People come up with their own little way to have an attitude so they can not deal with you or not accept the truth for what it is. That's why it says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because I told you the truth.
Because I told you the truth. See, it says, because iniquity shall abound wickedness. I mean, come on, this is worse than it ever been in the world. We in those times. Say the love of many shall wax cold, read.
But he that shall endure unto the end.
He that shall endure until when?
The
The
end.
end is not here, read.
The same shall be
The
saved.
same shall be saved. So let's look at this. Let's go into this. I want to look at, let's continue. I want to finish this and I'm going to go into this elderly man. Verse 32.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 32.
No, it's 1 Corinthians 8 and 32. No, 7 and 32. So let's finish that off.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Most High.
He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Most High. Read.
How he may please the Most High.
How he may please the Most High. That's someone that's unmarried. Care for the things, how he may please the Most High. Read.
But he that is married care for the things that are of the world.
See, he that is married care about the things that are of the world. Read.
How he may please his wife.
How he may please his wife. You think about how he can please his wife. He's married. Read.
There is difference also between a wife and a virgin.
There's a difference also between a wife and a virgin. Read.
The unmarried woman cared for the things of the Most High.
So the unmarried woman was supposed to care for the things of the Most High. Read.
That she may be holy both in body and in spirit.
That she may be holy, true and pure, both in body and in spirit. Read.
But she that is married care for the things of the world.
So she that is married care for the things of the world. Read.
How she may please her husband.
How she may please her husband. Is that true? Do women really think like that? Or do they think about how a man's supposed to please them only? And as they please them, they might please them a little bit here and there. But it's telling you that she that is married care for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. Read.
And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend unto the Most High without distraction.
Right. That you may attend unto the Most High without being distracted over this way or that way, behind your woman or behind your man. This is beautiful. Read.
But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely toward his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will. He sinneth not, let them marry.
Right. Let them marry. If she a virgin, married of age, so let them marry. She passed the flower of her age, she having her cycles. You know, that's what it means by that. It's a cycle every month. He said, let them marry. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity,
no necessity for a woman to have sex with her, read.
But hath power over his own will.
Have power over his own will, that he don't have to go after a woman, read.
And hath so decreed in his heart that he will keep his virgin, do it well.
He that keepeth his virgin, do it well. If you allow her to remain a virgin, you say you do well, read.
So then he that giveth her in marriage doeth well, but he that giveth her not in marriage doeth better.
You abstain yourself, can you imagine that? You know, you have a virgin and you're not touching her. And you're sustaining yourself from your lust and dealing with her, and she's sustaining herself from her lust and dealing with you. And you're just concentrating on this word together. Go ahead.
The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth.
So it said a wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. Read.
But if her husband be dead,
if her husband die, read.
She is at liberty to be married to whom she will. Only in the Most High wa Mashiach. Only by Hashem Mashiach.
Kind. only in the name of the Lord and Savior, not in the name of the world or the ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be according to Baal Shem Mashiach Yahushua in the righteous way. Read.
But she is happier if she so abide after my judgment. And I think also that I have the spirit of the Most High.
We say, hey, you go by my judgments, and I do believe that I have the Holy Spirit. Spirit of the Most High. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's look at 2 Maccabees 6. Let's get right to the point. Read verse 18.
2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 18. About this time, they that were in
2
the...
Maccabees 6 and 18. It's on page 145.
Second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
See, Eleazar was one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and he was older, and was well-favored countenance. He was a handsome man. Was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh, to eat pig. Eat some bacon, we'll say. Some pork bacon. Not no turkey bacon, some pork bacon. Go ahead.
But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment.
He spit it and came to the torment. He said, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination. Read.
Spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted.
See? You hear that? Love of life to be tasted. This ain't talking about no money. Just for the fact of not giving in to eat swine's flesh. Go ahead.
But they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
Yeah, look, man, hey, man, just get some of your own flesh. Get some lamb, man. Get some lamb. Get some lamb. Go ahead.
Such as was lawful for him to use.
See? Some lamb is lawful to eat. Get some lamb. Get some lamb, man. We'll get you some lamb. Pretending like it's pork. Read.
And make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Act like, pretend like it's swine, but it's really lamb. You don't think it's a pork chop or something. We make it look just like a pork chop.
Glue it together.
Glue it together, right? Make it right. Go ahead.
But he began to consider discreet,
verse 22.
That in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor.
Yeah, see? Doing this, he could deliver from death. And for the old friendship, he would find favor. Go ahead.
But he began to consider discreetly.
He began to consider this discreetly. Now you think about this, all you that say you have faith in the Most High, because it's going to come down. It's going to go down like this. Read.
And as become his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High.
That's right, he was thoroughly edified in the law from a child. The obedience of the Most High, how he wants us to be obedient, following his rules and regulations. Go ahead.
Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straightways to send him to the grave.
Send him where?
To the grave.
He said, send me to the grave. Go ahead. That's why it's written about him. Read.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10,
that's 90 years old. Read.
were now gone to a strange religion.
Gone to a strange religion. I'm 90 years old, and now I'm going to go to a strange religion. Read.
And so they, through mine hypocrisy, and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to mine old age and make it abominable.
Hear that? He said that. So they through my hypocrisy, talking about who is considered the young. They gonna look at his hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer. He's 90 years old.
Right.
Live a little time and a moment longer.
Right.
He gonna stain his old age by eating pork, swine's flesh, and make his whole life abominable. Read.
For it,
And they gonna think that he went to some kind of strange religion in his old age. Read.
for though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead.
That's what he said. Hey, I might escape the hand, the punishment of a man, but I ain't gonna escape the punishment of the hand of the Most High. You know it says, a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Read.
Neither alive or dead.
Neither alive or dead, I ain't gonna escape this hand. Read.
Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such an one as mine age requireth.
Say, hey. He said, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such a one as mine age requireth. Read.
And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy law.
Read that again.
And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws.
People ain't thinking about this now, but you better think about it. What did it say? Read it one more time for understanding.
And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws.
Nobly, to leave a notably example for the young people, to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. Read.
And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment.
Immediately he went to the torment once he said that. That's why I got to go back and got to keep reminding you of Luke 12 and 4. This is before Mashiach Yahushua came in the flesh. This is what we're reading about, Eleazar. During the time of the Greek Empire. The same people that we under right now. This is what the Mashiach Yahushua said. Luke 12 and 4.
Luke chapter 12, verse 4. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do.
That's right. They don't be afraid of them that kill the body, and after that they can't do nothing. No more that they can do. Read.
But I will forewarn you whom you shall fear.
So I'm going to warn you who you should fear, who you should really fear. Read.
Fear him, which after he had killed, had power to cast into hell. Yeah, I say unto you, fear him.
Right.